Hello, everybody out there in the political world right now. I want to hit home and talk about Mr. Brain Aneurysm dead Joe Biden, who has the Ukraine ties with his son, Hunter Biden, who Hunter has asked the judge right now to extend his court hearing for child support until after the November election. Why? Because he doesn't want the dirt to come out about him and his daddy's ties to Ukraine and the money that they got. And he doesn't want to sabotage his dad's political running campaign right now. But Joe Biden has had two surgeries for brain aneurysms. Um, that's probably why he's got a little bit of Alzheimer's and dementia going on right now. Because at Super Tuesday, he even stated on camera it was Super Thursday when it was clearly Super Tuesday. He doesn't know what state he's in, what city he's in. He thinks his sister is his wife. So if that doesn't tell you that there's something mentally wrong with him in his brain's not getting enough oxygen to it. Obviously, he might have another brain aneurysm going on, and he could drop dead at any time. So, what makes all these common sense Democrat people want to vote for somebody with brain issues and Alzheimer's, dementia, or brain aneurysm going back on when they clearly don't know their own wife from his sister? If you clearly mix up Super Tuesday from Super Thursday, that's a big issue when Tuesday is 2 days away from Thursday. In some of Joe Biden's debates and speeches on TV, he's even said re-elect Donald Trump, and I'm running for Senate, not for president. So you got, which clearly shows that he's either got Alzheimer's or dementia going on when he clearly says, even on national TV, that he's running for the Senate and not president. The Democrats are doing the same thing what they did last year. They rigged the election into their favorite candidate's party. Last year it was Hillary Clinton. They even came out and they proved that they rigged some of the debates in Hillary Clinton's favor and not Bernie Sanders' favor. They did the same thing now with Joe Biden. Joe Biden paid off Pete Buttigieg. He paid off Beto O'Rourke. He paid off, I don't remember who else, to drop out of the election. When all polls right before Super Tuesday election showed Bernie Sanders in the lead in every single poll. And then all of a sudden, a snap of fingers, just like that, everybody drops out on the Democratic nomination and all endorse Joe Biden. Why? Because Joe Biden paid them off. But I can't vote for somebody that doesn't know Super Tuesday from Thursday, that doesn't know his sister from his wife, that, clearly thinks they're running for the Senate in that office. I can't vote for Joe Biden for the fact that he has Ukraine ties for the son Hunter, which will come out probably now or after the election. He's already shown that he's not mentally capable of probably not knowing his own name. He stated that he would let Beto O'Rourke take over the Second Amendment, which Beto O'Rourke already stated he wants to take away every single gun owner's guns from them. And if they don't want to give their guns up willingly, he will use military force and use gunpoint to make you give up your gun. So if Joe Biden is elected president, eventually any and everybody that owns a gun, whether you're law-abiding or not, will have to turn your guns over, whether you like it or not. And if you don't willingly turn over your gun, you will be at gunpoint, and they will forcefully take your guns away. Now, I'm not registered to any party. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. I personally like Bernie Sanders, and I'll tell you why. Because of his plans that he has, especially universal health care. Everybody should have the same health care regardless, rich, poor, you work, you don't work. Everybody should be on the same playing level with health insurance. That way everybody's treated the same way at the hospitals and the doctor's office. You can't say, oh, well, I got the highest healthcare plan, but I still have to pay out of pocket. Like me personally, I have to pay 80% if I go to the doctor's or hospital. I pay 80% of the cost, and my healthcare only covers 20% of my cost of healthcare, and I have Blue Cross Blue Shield. And, it's messed up because for me to go to the hospital, I got to pay $100 deductible fee out of pocket to be treated at the hospital, and I got $30 co-pays at the doctor's. Now, and I pay $56 a week out of my health insurance, out of my paycheck for my health insurance every week. And, for me to pay into health insurance and everybody else to pay into health insurance, I don't think it's right that we have to pay out of pocket for any care at all. If you pay weekly for health insurance out of your own paycheck, then why should you have to pay out of pocket again for health insurance costs when you go to the doctors or the hospital? The health insurance is there to cover each individual for health costs. They don't do that. That's what Bernie Sanders wants. Everybody on a level playing field. That's the only thing I agree with Bernie Sanders. That's the only reason why I like Bernie Sanders. He speaks with a lot of passion. Joe Biden, he'll start talking. He doesn't even know the Declaration of Independence. He started the speech, and then he lost his train of thought after a couple words. He's like, oh, well, then you know what it means. You can Google it. You can see it on YouTube for crying out loud, his fumbles. He'll start talking, and then all of a sudden he loses his train of thoughts. He'll walk around lost. He's been in arguments with people at his debates about immigration. He's even stated that everybody here illegally should be charged with a crime for being here illegally. You can find that on YouTube. He got, I think it was Michigan at the one car manufacturing place. He told one worker that asked him about the Second Amendment right, about how he brought up that you even said that you let Beto O'Rourke take over the Second Amendment rights and everything and take away everybody's gun. And he told everybody he told the co-worker that you were full of shit. But if you go back to years ago and everything, and you search for these videos of him with debates and public appearances and everything, he even states that he wants to take away everybody's guns rights. So he's got a little dementia there. Now he said this thing these years ago. Now all of a sudden he's saying, "Oh no! You don't understand all of it. That it's only going to affect part of it. We already have background checks. We already have all these checks in place for people to even get a gun. It's already hard enough to get a gun. I can't get a gun. So why can't I get a gun? Because I was in the psych ward before for depression years ago. I can't get a gun. So am I perfectly healthy now? Yeah, I'm perfectly healthy now. I was just depressed and everything in the hospital because my mom died when I was 18 years old. I was lost. I lost my best friend in the world. I was thrown on the streets. I was homeless when my mom died because my stepfather threw me out. I just didn't want to live no more without my mom around. So I didn't know how to function. I didn't know how to survive. So I was put in a psych ward for depression. So I can't get a gun, even though mentally all there. I was only diagnosed with depression. So I mean, I don't take no medicine, no pills, no nothing. I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to kill nobody now. I'm perfectly happy, healthy since I've been working. I got married, got all my pets, so I can't cry, I can't complain. My life is great. But yeah, I mean, there's already enough gun reforms that there is, so you can't. So it's hard for anybody that's been in the hospital or been charged with, anything. If they got an order of protection against them, or had an order of protection against them, or got domestic abuse against them, they cannot get a gun. So, I mean, it's already hard enough for people like myself that would like to get a gun so I can protect myself if somebody wants to come and rob me or jack me up, or, you know, cops these days, they'll do whatever and they'll shoot random people just for the hell of it because they're racist. But yeah, who in their right mind wants to vote for somebody that has a brain aneurysm? You know, you got to be delusional. You got to be sick in your head. You know, Bernie Sanders and all the polls I see online, not reported by CNN or Fox News or CBS or ABC News, all the polls online which give you decisive polls, okay? And all the polls online show Bernie Sanders beating Trump in a head-to-head race in a presidential election. Joe Biden comes in with only 33% of the world population vote running against Trump, and he'll lose again. So if the Democrats really want to win the election in office again, they have to get behind Bernie Sanders. Why? Because the same thing will happen like it did in 2016. All of Bernie supporters, like myself, and all of the independent voters who are Bernie Sanders supporters will vote Donald Trump because they do not like a crook like Joe Biden. We don't want somebody that has Ukraine ties in office. We don't want somebody that doesn't know their own wife from their own sister, or doesn't know Tuesday from Thursday. Or we don't want somebody that's going to be running for president, and every single debate they're saying, I'm running for Senate. Senate, Senate, Senate. Or Obama's president. Or, you know, what's my name? Or, you know, or I'm hungry. Or, you know, where am I? Or, you know, what am I talking about? That's Joe Biden. Bernie Sanders mentally capable of running the country. He's got a lot of good plans, but the kicker is no matter which person from the Democrat gets elected, if they ever do, which Biden clearly won't win against Donald Trump. But the Democrats, they want every single working man and woman working. They want to increase our taxes. It's as simple as that. You're going to pay more in taxes for all the free things that they promise. Where are they going to get all the money for all the free stuff? Free college, free healthcare from? You know, it's got to come from somebody's pocket, and it's got to come from every single working man and woman's paycheck. What do I like about Donald Trump? Well, not much. He's got a hot head. You know, the only thing I can clearly say that I like about Donald Trump is for the $14 extra in my paycheck a week. That's all I can say. Is I appreciate the $14 extra in my paycheck since I was taxed less than I have been for years. So I'd rather have the extra money in my paycheck than I would in March or February whenever I file my taxes, because I need my extra money weekly to buy food or gas for my truck or just to survive. It don't help me next year. So if you want extra money next year, people that are saying that, oh, well, my refund was smaller because of Trump's tax break, it hurt my income tax. No. What hurts your income taxes is that you're not paying more into taxes. If you want to pay more into taxes, go onto your work site and pay more into your taxes, your state and your federal. It's simple as that. Because you're taxed less weekly, you don't pay more into taxes weekly. So therefore, when you file income tax, you are taxed less and you get back less because you didn't pay that extra $14 or however much into taxes a week. So that's why you get less money back. Besides that, all your income tax money back that you get back is all the extra money that you paid into taxes throughout the year. It's not no free money to you. The only way you're getting free money is if you have 10 million kids, like my buddy does. My buddy gets back $12,000 a year for claiming 4 kids, and he only pays in $6, $7, $8,000 a year in the taxes. But he gets an extra $3, $4, $5,000 back every year in taxes due to the kid tax break, which I don't agree to. I think that's wrong and should be criminally charged because you should never get more back in taxes than what you paid back. Nobody should even get back 3/4 of what they paid in for tax. Every single working man, woman, American should get back at least half of what they pay in taxes a year back. Simple as that. Everybody on one level playing field. Trump has created more jobs. That's the only thing Trump has going for him is the economy, the booming economy that he had. When he took office, he gave all these big corporations tax breaks. So, and since a lot of corporations left overseas due to Obama and the Democrat tax raises on all these companies, Trump brought them back by giving them big tax breaks. So since they came back, they had big tax breaks. They started hiring more people. More people went back to work. Donald Trump got unemployment rate down less than 3%. When Obama was in office, it went up. When Bush was in office, the unemployment rate was 3.4%. When Obama was in office, unemployment rate skyrocketed to 3.9% of unemployed people in the United States. Trump has it down less than 3%. Because the Democrats taxed all these corporations. Corporations couldn't afford employees no more. They went overseas because it was cheaper overseas because they pay people $2, $3 overseas to work. So since Donald Trump gave all these big corporations tax breaks in the United States, more corporations came back here. Big corporations like my company, they employ more people. They gave employees more money. We went from working from $10.50 an hour to $15 after Donald Trump took office, because when Donald Trump put that tax credit in place for companies, they shared it with us. So we go from $10.50 an hour to $15 an hour. So we went up $4.50 with our tax break from Donald Trump, and we're a $5 billion company a year. So that's the only thing I like about Donald Trump is that he's put more people back to work. He gave me an extra $14 a week in my paycheck. That's the only thing I like about Donald Trump. So, but yeah, I mean, Democrats needed to rally behind Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is the only one that can beat Donald Trump in polls. I'll vote for Bernie Sanders personally. All my friends I know, even Republicans I know, which is my family, which are Republicans, will vote for Bernie Sanders. And if we can't vote for Bernie Sanders, we're all voting for Trump. This time around, I'll vote for Trump because I can't let Joe Biden have it because of his dementia, Alzheimer's, brain aneurysm stuff going on in his head. He'll drop dead after he wins the president. So that's why I like Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders speaks from the heart. He's got a lot of passion, a lot of fire. He should have been the nomination last year, but Democrats screw him. Democrats don't like him because he's a socialist independent is what Bernie Sanders is. He's not a Democrat. He's got good plans that can help us. He's already uniting me as an independent, and he's already uniting family members of mine that are Republicans. So, yeah, vote Bernie Sanders, folks, not Joe Brainless, dead, Alzheimer, brain aneurysm, Biden. Wake up, smell the coffee. You don't want somebody that's going to be trying to get out of going to prison with his Ukraine deal with his son Hunter. Don't be sick in the head. Be smart. Be a real American. If you want change in this country, you want all parties to unite, vote Bernie Sanders. Simple as that. It's Bernie or it's Trump. The choice is yours, Democrats. So do you want the Bernie supporters and the independent supporters, then Bernie Sanders has to be the Democratic nomination, not Joe Brain Dead Biden. It happened last year when Hillary got the nomination. She lost because she lost all of Bernie's supporters, and it will happen again if Joe Biden's the nomination. Thank you. Goodbye.